Okay, so, hi, hello, welcome back to another Creepypasta video. Today, Creepypasta we're going to be reading is called Wristbands, but before we get into it, I do want to say a few things. First off, this video is a one take, so if you do hear me stumble, mumble, fumble, and mess with my words, I am sorry, this is a one take. I don't really have anything to really edit my videos. Second thing, I do want to say, please consider using code GOONS at gamersubs.gg. It's code GOONS. You use that, you get 10% off at checkout. Gamersubs is the equivalent of Kool-Aid for adults. They have caffeinated and non-caffeinated versions, and they have drinks inspired by your favorite creators, such as Jay Schlatt. I'm pretty sure Shy Lily has flavor. The Resident Badger has a flavor, and the Goons, or the Goons podcast, which is McNasty, The Do, Blarg, and Soup, they all have their own flavors, so go check them out. The link's at the top of the description. Okay, so, outside of that, let's get into it. This creepypasta is called Wristbands. When you are admitted to a hospital, they place on your wrist a white wristband with your name on it. But there are other different colored wristbands which symbolizes other things. The red wristbands are placed on dead people. There was a surgeon who worked on a night shift in the school hospital. He had just finished an operation and was on his way down to the basement. He entered the elevator, and there was just one other person there. He casually chatted with the woman while the elevator descended. When the elevator door opened, another woman was about to enter when the doctor slammed the close button and punched the button to the highest floor. Surprised, the woman reprimanded the doctor for being rude and asked why did he not let the other woman in. The doctor said, "That was the woman I had just operated on. She died while I was doing the operation. Didn't you see the red wristband that she was wearing?" The woman smiled and raised her arm and said, "Something like this." So that was the first creepypasta of the wristband. That was the first part of wristbands. There is an alternate ending that I'm also going to read, so let's get into it. There was a slight stench of dried blood in the air. The doctor froze, paralyzed by fear. He could feel the beads of sweat slowly trickle down his face. He tried to open the elevator doors, but the lights flashed out. The only thing he could see was the red wristband and the patient's bright red eyes. There was a sudden snapping sound, and the elevator started to free fall. In between the elevator doors, you could see a flash of light every time they passed the floor. The slivers of light shone through onto the patient. She was no longer wearing a robe. She wasn't even a she anymore. It was a shadow figure. It started to crack and creak as it moved towards the doctor. He was trapped in the corner with nowhere to run, no one to hear him scream. The figure got closer with every flash of light. The doctor looked away and never looked back. But at the last moment, the elevator came to an abrupt stop. The lights were still out, but he could feel the shadowy figure breathing on him. He slowly turned his head, and as soon as he locked his eyes with the empty red eyes of the figure, he blacked out. He woke up in a daze, lying in a hospital bed, wearing blue robes. He looked around frantically. Why was he in the bed? How did he get out of the elevator? The nurse was writing some notes down on a clipboard, and she looked up and noticed that he was awake. "Oh, you're awake. Good." He could barely speak, but with all his might, he spat out, "What happened?" She pulled a couple of papers out from a folder and read, "Well, some workers found you knocked out in the elevator. No permanent damage, just heat stroke. You'll be fine, don't worry." The doctor let out a sigh of relief that it was all just a dream. Nothing happened at all. The nurse puts the papers back in the folder, but stopped immediately as she looked at him. Her eyes bulged out of her head, and she slowly stepped backwards out of the room. She ran out down the hall, slamming the door behind her. He was in a state of paralysis again. Why did she do that? What's going on? He looked around at his torso and to his feet, and then to his right. Then his eyes locked onto his wrist, and there it was, a red wristband. So, that was the creepypasta Wristbands. hopefully y'all enjoy the creepypasta. I think I heard this before, but I never heard the alternate ending, and I think that was amazing. So hopefully y'all enjoy the creepypasta too. And yeah. So I don't have anything else to say, but I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me, so thank you for, making it to the end of the video. I'll keep you guys here just for a little bit longer, but as always, you can find all my links down below. In the description of the video, you can find my art accounts, my YouTube account, or my Twitch account, and all that stuff. So, yeah, you can tell it's one take because I don't have anything else to say. But yeah, use code GOONS. Check them out at least. If you check them out, maybe I'll get sponsored by them one day too. So it'll be awesome. But outside of that, I have nothing else to say. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone.